Don't stress in the face of adversity.
Make adversity something you desire for an opportunity to grow. If your definition of success is win or lose, giving everything you've got and growing or learning along the way, then you're setting yourself up for success. I really think the biggest cheat code in life is just going after it and not being concerned of whether or not you fail at one specific task. Instead, understanding the big picture, what your long-term goal is, and knowing if you keep driving forward and never fucking quit, in the end you will succeed.
I just started some posing and I've just seen this picture and I've just like started fucking laughing to myself. I just couldn't believe it. I'm so happy with how I look at the minute, but going started to come in a little bit, but this is the picture. Where is it? A little sneak peek of how we're looking, but tough. 8 weeks out. But we just need to keep going. I'm so happy with how I looked at the minute. Last 2 weeks have been so hard. Doubting myself, everything, just, am I going to be ready? Because it's been such a short prep. But this is the best I've ever looked. Especially I've got 8 weeks left. Plenty of time to just keep going. But, gassed, to be fair, I can't believe it. But the job's not finished. The job is not finished. How are we doing? How are we? Just doing a little wrap up of the day in the life. Just filmed my first one. So I filmed it all on Tuesday. Today is Friday the 28th of Feb. So there's been some big changes since Tuesday. I feel like I'm so much leaner. It's just mad, like the daily changes are happening at this point in prep, being 7 weeks out tomorrow, which is just mad. I just can't believe it. It's just this prep's been a roller coaster, to be fair. It's been amazing, don't get me wrong. It's had the last 2 weeks, I'd probably say it's been the toughest mentally. It's when it was just mad. It hit me like a ton of bricks. So I just wanted to do a little close down of this first vlog, the first day in the life. I'm totally new to this, so hopefully you enjoyed it and it didn't bore you too much. Just wanted to do a few raw videos, training footage, stuff like that, and then just like a closed down video and just welcoming you to the series. So yeah, like I said, the last 2 weeks have been tough mentally, but prep's been so good though. Like it started off solid, body weight dropping kilo week after week, seeing changes, training progressing nicely, everything was just moving nicely. And I don't know, we just got to a point where I feel like I was putting a lot of pressure on myself. And as the quote, like I understand it so much more so now from when I first got a fucking tattoo on my arm. Pressure is a privilege, and I genuinely think pressure is a privilege. I feel like you need pressure to grow, and the quote is like to be uncomfortable. You got to learn to be uncomfortable to be comfortable, and I definitely are like leaning into more of the harder times now. I'm on prep, but it's just all psychological. Like physically, yeah, it's tough. Yes, you feel like shit some days. Your energy's low. The lower body fat comes down. The high amount of cardio I personally have to do. I have to run myself quite low with food and high with cardio. So physically it's tough, but I just think like the difference now compared to my last show, I'm handling it so much more better mentally. But I still hit a brick wall about 2 weeks ago. To just be open and honest about it, like I had at my first breakdown, I was putting a lot of pressure. It wasn't so much pressure from prep. It was like external things, like financially, like with work, relationships, wanting to move out, things like that. And I was just putting a lot of pressure on myself. I just got to remember, like, I'm on prep for a reason. I need to just focus solely on prep and putting out content and my coaching. So that's what all I need to focus on, not other stupid external things like because I went to a job interview for a PT role which I didn't get, which was I'll have to go into. I'll probably speak about it on the podcast. Which was I'll make a podcast later today, probably or tomorrow, going into that. But if you're not listening to the podcast, listen to it. Mission 888. I'll probably speak about it a little bit more in depth about that if you want to listen to it. And but yeah, I think I just hit that brick wall 2 weeks ago. I think it was like I couldn't sleep. It was kind of like an anxiety attack in the night. I couldn't sleep till about 3:30 at night. Woke up like sweating. I felt dizzy. I felt sick. I was like, what is going on? And I just couldn't switch off. My brain just couldn't switch off. And finally got to sleep. Woke up the next day. It was like, bang, let's get straight into it. Let's just keep going. Jumped on the bike to do my fasted cardio. And then I can't remember what I was watching. I don't know if it was like a Sebum video or something like motivational or his prep series. And I don't know. I just broke down crying. I just started bawling my eyes out. And I just wanted to be open and honest about it and just like to speak about it because it's been very emotional since then. It's just like, yeah, it just all hit me like a ton of bricks. But it was good to just break down in a way, like just let it out, release it, understand why. I text my mum. That's why I'm so grateful to have such a good mum. I text my mum. I was like, I need to come and see you. Spoke to my granddad when I came in, started bawling my eyes out again, and I'm one of them. I just bottle it in. I just hold everything in, which is not a good thing. But I just feel like I don't want to just push things down and keep pushing through prep and not understand how I'm feeling at the minute. Because if your mind's solid, your body's going to follow that. So I didn't want to get to a point where, because body weight was stalling, for the last 2 weeks, it was stalling. And I knew why, because I was just putting a bit of mental strain on myself. But I was still handling it a lot better. But then again, I had my breakdown and it hit me like a ton of bricks. But since then, I've been able to speak to people, understand the pressures I've been putting on myself externally outside of prep. And now I'm just locked in again. I'm just totally zoned in, not thinking about anything else apart from me training, me sleep, nutrition, filming content, editing it, coaching. They're the only things that I'm prioritising right now, and just focus on the show. We've only got, like I said, 7 weeks on Sunday, 7 weeks on Sunday just to keep going. But yeah, I just wanted to be message. Who's that? Client as well. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying now. Fuck. What was I saying? Yeah, like I said, I'm just locking in for the last 7 weeks now. Just need to keep pushing. But I'm enjoying doing these YouTube videos. Like I said, I'm gonna make a podcast going into a little bit more depth about them, in depth about mentally. That little job interview I had, which would be interesting to talk about. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the first series or the first episode of the series of prep series, and we are 7 weeks out from a PCA Manchester. I've not actually put it out there which show I'm doing, so I'm doing PCA Manchester in 7 weeks time, redemption time, because I know I've already beaten that version of myself physically and mentally compared to my last showing. But this year's just different, and I'm bringing something completely new to stage. I genuinely just can't wait to do it. I just can't wait to step on stage, visualizing every single day, every time I do cardio, every training session, just visualizing the look I want. I'm putting in the work to do that as well. Like working with Joe, we know how my body works, and he's been a fucking knob. He's been an arsehole the last 3 days. The next 3 days he's put me on like low food, and then we have a high carb day this Monday. So we just need to dig deeper for the next 3 days. Low carbs and then no carbs on Sunday. And then we have a refeed on Monday. So the next 3 days are going to be interesting. They're going to be tough. Like I feel it today. Like that's why my brain's a bit scattered. But anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the first episode. And I'm going to keep rolling them out. Keeping them coming. I want to do like one per week. And if you got any suggestions, anything you want to see, any topics you want me to talk about, I can either talk to them on a YouTube video or a podcast. So let me know. But no, I really appreciate you watching, taking the time to watch this video. And yeah, let's just get back to work. That's fucking lock in, baby.